Welcome to Sew Anastasia, and today we're going to be sewing up some briefs. This video is a part of the Sew Anastasia Valentine's Day Panty Week, so make sure you check out the French cut panty and the thong brief. This is a full coverage panty in the front and in the back. You can see it has about 3 inches here on the sides. So we're not completely high-waisted and we're not really low-waisted either. We're right in the middle. And this pattern comes in sizes extra small through 6X. You can download the pattern through my website, or if you join the sewing club, you're gonna get all 3 panty patterns for $10. That's right, all 3 patterns for $10. The brief, the thong, and the French cut. So if you haven't checked out the sewing club yet, make sure you do. There's a link down below. And if you're already a member, well, get on over there and download your panty patterns. So let's do it. Let's sew up some super cute briefs. Now let's talk about measuring yourself to choose the perfect size for your panties. You're gonna wanna measure your waist and your hips. To measure your waist, you're going to measure your natural waist. So when you teacup to the side, it's where your body indents. Even though your panties might not be going up this high, you want to take this measurement because this is what the sizing's based off of on the size chart. So you're going to measure your waist. So this dress form has 25 and a half. And then we're gonna come down to the hips. So about 9 inches down from your waist, the biggest part of your hips here. Measure that. This one here has got 35. So now we have the waist and the hip measurement, and we can find that in the size chart. Now, if your measurements are different sizes, that's okay. You can always grade your pattern, bigger, smaller, etc. And if you need help with that, make sure you check out my video on that. There'll be a link down below. And once you found your perfect size, you can then cut out your paper pattern and start cutting out your fabric. Now that you've chosen your size, it's time to choose your fabrics and elastics, which is so much fun when you're making lingerie. This month, there are 3 different panty patterns, and you can use any of these fabrics with any of these elastics on any of the panties. So you can mix and match the techniques and the fabrics. I'm going to be going over a specific elastic technique with each different panty. So that way you're learning something new with every single panty. When choosing a fabric, you can really choose anything that has a stretch to it. So it needs to have some sort of stretch to it because the pattern was designed for a stretch fabric. And you're also going to need some elastic. Let's go over some different types that work really well for this. You can use a stretch power mesh, which is really fun, has some great stretch to it, and it's sheer. You can also use a stretch lace. Stretch laces are beautiful. You could also just use a plain jersey cotton fabric. This one has a little lace design to it, making it very feminine. And this one here is a matte jersey. So it still has stretch to it, but it's a little more traditional looking in fabric type. When you're choosing elastic, there's a lot of options out there. 3 of my favorites are fold over elastic, picot decorative elastic, and flat lace elastic. So these all have stretch to them, and they all have a little bit of a different look to them. But they all work great. And if you'd like some suggestions on where to buy these kinds of supplies, I'll put some links down below. And now that you've chosen a fabric and elastic that you like, it's time to start sewing. So like I said before, you can really play around with your fabrics and your stretch laces. So on this one here, I used the black stretch lace and I put the picot elastic around the edges. And then on this one here, I used a power mesh with that flat elastic lace. And today for the tutorial, I'm going to be using this purple jersey fabric that kind of has like a matte finish to it. And then I'm going to be applying the wide 1-inch flat elastic lace around the openings. So I have all 3 of my pattern pieces cut out, and you want to make sure when you're cutting out the gusset that you're using a nice soft cotton jersey. And the first thing we're going to do when sewing is finish the edge, the short edge of the gusset here. Now you could serge this, you could use a little zigzag stitch, totally up to you. Today, I'm just going to run it through the serger. So I have that edge of the gusset finished with my serge. Now we're going to place right sides together, back and front brief. And then we're going to take the gusset and we're going to place the right side face down. Now what we're going to do is sew through all 3 of those layers. You could use a serger. If you don't have a serger, make sure you're using your knit stitch. So today I'm going to use the home sewing machine because I know a lot of you will be. So I'm going to be using my lightning bolt stitch here to create a seam with all 3 layers. So I have my sewing machine set up for a medium stretch fabric, and I also have my stretch stitch selected, which I like to call the lightning bolt. The seam allowance on your project is going to be 1/4 of an inch. When you get to the end back stitch, looks like my little gusset there stretched out a little, no big deal though. So your seam should look like that with all 3 layers sewn together. I've opened it up so you can see how we sewed all 3 layers together. Now what this has done is created a nice finished edge here, so that way when the gusset pulls over, you're going to have a clean seam there. So now what we're going to do is fold this gusset over, and we're going to pin together the edges here of the gusset to the panty. Now we're going to sew the gusset to the panty on the edge, just like a little edge stitch, just close to the edge. We just want to keep the gusset in place on both sides, so that way later on when we're attaching the elastic, it's not flopping around. And we're not going to sew it across the top here where the serge is, because we don't want to see a line of stitching on the front of our panties there. So I still have on my knit stitch, and I'm just sewing close to the edge, attaching the 2 pieces together. Remove your pins before you get to them. Now I'm going to turn it around and do the other side. So now the gusset is completely attached to the panty. Next, we're going to sew up the sides of the brief. So we're going to take the pieces, fold them right sides together, and we're going to sew up the sides. You could serge up the sides. Again, I'm going to be using my knit stitch on the side. So I'll just pin these together and then we'll sew them together. Now we're all pinned together. Let's go sew it up. Our panties are really starting to come together now that our side seams are sewn together. Now it's time to start attaching our flat 1-inch lace. So I'm recommending a 1-inch wide elastic lace, but you could use something that's smaller. You could also use something that's wider. So what we want to do is place the entire 1-inch piece of elastic on the fabric, and we want the fabric to be back like 1/8 of an inch. Let me show you. Let me flip it over. So you can see how the elastic lace is just going to pop out of the top edge just a little bit. So that way when we sew it down, this is going to have a nice clean finished look on the outside. So figuring out the length of elastic you need is really easy. It's the exact same circumference of the opening of the waist and the leg holes. We are not stretching and sewing anything, so it's not going to have a scrunched up look to it. Everything's going to be nice and flat. So we're going to start pinning at the side seam, and you can choose what side of the lace you want to be, top or bottom. I'm going to leave the side with the bigger scallop on the top of the waist, and I'm just going to pin this all the way around. And I'm going to end up leaving a little extra when I get back to where I started, so that way I can overlap the lace. Now that I'm back to where I started, I'm going to add some extra, just leave extra for now, but chop it off. So I've got plenty of extra there to overlap. So now you can see I've got it pinned all the way around and everything's laying nice and flat. So to sew this down, since it's a wide elastic lace, I'm going to put a small row of broken zigzag stitches at the bottom, and then I'm also going to put another row here at the top, securing both ends of the wide flat lace. And I'm using stretch stitches on all of this because if you use a straight stitch, what happens? That's right, everything pops apart. Can you imagine bending over in your panties and you just hear pop, 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 pop? Oh man, that would not be a good day. So make sure you're using your stretch stitches. So I have my broken 3-step zigzag selected, and this is what I'm going to use to attach the lace. I have my width set at 4 and my length set at 9. I'm going to be sewing the bottom edge of the elastic first. I'm going to add a couple back stitches. I'm going to take out my pins before I get to them. And then as you're going along sewing, I want you to just lift up your lace and just make sure nothing's moving around on you and that you do have that fabric back below the top of the lace. Make sure it's not too low, too high, etc. And if sewing flat elastic lace is new to you, I would definitely try this out on a scrap first, just so you can get comfortable with it and understand your settings. Now when you get back to where you started, we want to overlap the lace, and if you have a bunch of extra, you want to cut some away. So I'm going to cut away a little at the bottom and at the top. So I'm going to cut back the bottom piece so it's barely hanging over the edge of the seam. And then for this one here, I also want to cut it back so it is barely hanging over the edge of the seam. So I don't want the elastic to be too bulky and too overlapped. So now I'm going to sew down to that area where the elastic is overlapped. And I'm going to leave my needle in, foot up, and I'm going to turn to be able to sew these two pieces of elastic together on top of each other. And now when I get towards the top, about 1/8 of an inch away, needle down, foot up, and now I'm going to go through and sew the top of the stretch elastic. You get back to where you started, add a few back stitches, and cut. We have that lace on and we are looking fantastic inside and out. And most importantly, it's laying flat and it stretches and there's no popping. And we're going to do the exact same thing to each leg opening the exact same way. And for the overlap, I'm going to suggest that you leave it at the side seam here. So I'm just going to start pinning at one leg and work my way all the way around. And I'll pin both legs at the same time, so that way I can head over to the sewing machine and just start sewing. I have both of the leg openings pinned up and it's time to sew. So I'm starting at the side seam where the lace is going to overlap. And I'm going to sew the bottom edge first and then the outside edge. Now I'm going to move on to the other leg opening. Again, starting with the row of stitching closest to the inside of the fabric. We've finished. Let's go check out our panties. Our panties are complete. Our briefs are looking so great. Look at how nice and flat everything looks. We've got the lace nice and secured to the edges. You can see that double row of broken zigzag stitches on the inside here on the back. And let's flip them inside out and take a look as well. Here's the back side of our panties on the inside, and then here is the front. And you can see how that zigzag stitching will go through your gusset as well. So that's completely normal. And if you want, you could always choose a matching gusset color for the inside of your panties so you don't see the stitching line. But you know what? It's secure. It ain't going anywhere. And here they are on. Look at how beautiful they lay. I love the height of the panty. That flat, wide lace is so pretty. And then in the back, we have a full coverage on the bum. And just as a reminder, you can make this panty out of different types of fabric. You can use different types of elastic around the edge. You can really have fun with all of the notions and fabrics. Thank you so much for watching Sewing Anastasia today. If you have any questions on creating the panties, make sure you leave that down below in the comments and I'll get back with you as soon as I can. And if you'd like to learn even more about sewing, make sure you check out our online and in-person courses. And don't forget, if you want to get these panty patterns, you can get all 3 of them for $10 over in our sewing club. There's a link for that down below. And if you want to know what's going on in the studio today, well, make sure you check out my Instagram stories. I'm always posting over there. Thank you so much for watching, and happy panty making!